The clips. The clips.
What's up, guys? Here we are again, back with another video, ready to kill this shit. Thanks for showing up, guys.
Welcome back to my channel. And these YouTubers, they do that every time?
Every day?
Anyway, welcome back, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, welcome to Sweet 11. It's so nice to have you. It's International Turtleneck Day.
You know, gotta have the turtleneck on.
Yeah, so, welcome to Sweet 11. Quick summary of our channel. We curate, we critique, and we provide theory in film and TV. That's what we do. And we want to do other things eventually.
Definitely.
So stay tuned for that and, stick around in the comments if you got things to say.
Today, we're going to be reviewing a show on Crave called Euphoria. We just watched episode 3, so we're going to jump right into the discussion.
And at the end, we're going to be giving ratings. First thing would be presentation. So that's like sound, cinematography, the lighting, how they edit the thing, how they dance, if there's a dance scene, the choreography. Did I say that already? I didn't say choreography.
No, you didn't.
I think I'm over-explaining this point. I'm pretty sure you guys know what the heck I'm saying. Performances, from the actors and stuff. We got writing and storyline, like the plot of the show, which the juice, the meat.
The meat.
Stupid. Don't be stupid.
Speaking of meat.
We did that last video. But yeah, so, and then after that, get to the overall rating. So push all that together. You know what a rating is. I don't know why we explaining this.
So guys, we're just happy that we were able to get the last video out. There were tons and tons of setbacks.
Due to a couple lockdowns, a couple blizzards.
But we didn't let that stop us, right? So moving forward, we're definitely going to have a lot more structure and some finessing involved. So hopefully you guys get to grow with us and see how we go along with the process.
Yeah, just stepping up our quality over time. I really want to do that. I think we should just keep doing that and pushing. That last one was a bit of a rush job. I'm still proud of what we got accomplished, but I hope you guys, if you did watch, you could see the potential.
Yes.
With no further ado, we should just get into this. Let's talk about what happened in this episode and just get to it. Elliot. Yeah, he seems like an interesting character. Like his first introduction, he seemed very like you couldn't tell what he was about or nothing. Very.
No, I think all we got was he's a druggie, just like Rue. That's about it.
He's turning out to be a bit of a rascal in his own way, but I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know yet.
I like it. It's giving a little bit of mystery, so he's looking kind of cute in my eyes. I mean, I like the little blonde moment that he has going on.
Guy,
yeah, so I think he's a nice introduction to the show.
Yeah, that whole like the hair thing, like the colors in his hair and stuff. Yeah, it's very easy to look corny with that, but I think he pulled it off pretty good.
Yeah. It goes with his I don't care like persona.
He kind of reminds me, I don't know if you guys, it's going to sound dorky as hell, but me and her, we actually watched this show. It's called Hunter x Hunter. It's an anime, whatever. It's actually a good anime. It's not corny.
No.
Yeah, he reminds me of Hisoka, a little bit. Like, he's like fluid. Like, he could deal with a girl, he could deal with a guy. He's just different in that way, and he has this like I don't care attitude. He has his own motive, and he's playful with it. Like, I think that's a
good connection between the two, to be honest. Like that was a good character to relate him to, because when they were interrogating him with the light, or well, let's say I'm not gonna say them, it was more like Jules interrogating him, because she really wanted to know his intentions, right? And just the way he carried himself like through that little part in the show, like you could just tell that he really doesn't care. Like it is what it is. Like things are presented to him and he's gonna deal with it however he sees fit.
Yeah, I like your friend, I like your ex or whatever she is. And I think maybe he's trying to finesse some kind of three-way thing to happen, which...
I thought that was the case. I hope not. I mean, what would that do for the plot?
I think it would do something for the theme of the show, because I think the show is trying to make us open-minded to different things, and having like a throuple would kind of fit with the theme of the show, I think. Go ahead.
I mean, because, well, we thought they were going to do it with Cal, Jules, and Nate. I mean, I feel like they're still going to do that type
That's not a throuple.
It could be.
Why would that be a throuple? You lost it. You got
No,
me
no,
with
no,
that.
no, not throuple.
That's some
Like
Sweet Home
not
Alabama
not
shit.
throw.
You're thinking love
No,
triangle.
love triangle.
I'm
Yes.
not talking a love triangle. I'm talking a throuple, like the three of
Like where
them
they're just like,
loving each other.
oh,
Sandwich.
oh.
You're the one that introduced me to that term.
I,
I
here
never
I am
did.
forgetting the
I'm
term.
like, yo, you do this a lot, eh?
I leave you hanging like
You
like it's your
completely,
fault.
yeah, you completely forget. I just scratched my nipple, by the way. Let's move on to the next point. We're taking too
Yeah,
much time with
yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Elliot seems interesting. I'm interested to see how this plays out. I kind of low key want it to happen. I think the three of them could make a really interesting power throuple. Okay, stop. I was done.
Let's leave that alone for now.
So yeah, this part's kind of funny, but Cal, Daddy Jacobs, as we called him in the first episode, yeah, so he goes to Fez's establishment, and then proceeds to try to. He basically goes there to pass along information that they didn't have and didn't want. I think, quite frankly, in exchange, they gave him an ass whooping, and then he kindly packed his bags and respectfully left. Went to his car.
You know somebody that is trying to cause trouble,
Yeah.
and then they go in into the situation and they get their ass kicked, and then they leave very humble.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what the hell happened to Cal. Like, I don't think he intended on a 11-year-old bashing him against the head with a fucking gun.
Yeah,
A shotgun.
it
Like,
was a shotgun, right?
it was a
Yeah.
shotgun. Like, how many times? I think 9 times this guy bopped him upside the head. And then I like that little surprise that Fez gave Cal. Little bit of crucial information, letting him know that his son was in love with a
Mm-hmm.
he was just like, you know what? Can I go?
I believe him. He's
Yeah.
probably not gonna do nothing for the rest of the series.
No.
He's done. He's like,
take a break.
I'm
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
my L. I'm walking away. He might do like a turnaround and like become a good character somehow. Like
I hope so, because we can only handle one evil person, and I think Nate is enough.
Yeah, I don't actually think Cal is evil. I think Cal is more just disturbed and broken. Like,
Yeah.
he couldn't really explore his sexuality truly.
Or his true self, live his truth, as people would call it, right?
Yeah, you want to take the lead on this part?
Yeah, like, I really, really like the beginning of the episode. We get to see Cal and, like, how he came to be, kind of, or where he got this hunger for men, you know what I'm saying? How everything started was very humbling and very cute and wholesome.
Mhm.
It wasn't like some aggressive situation that happened to him that traumatized him for the rest of his life. It wasn't like that. Because before we were just like, ugh, we don't like Cal. He did this to Jules. He did this to a number of people. He's such a bad guy. But now, with them showing us that, we have a bit of a good light set on him, right? And what do you think about that too in the beginning?
It was tragic, you know what I mean? Like, his situation was a little messed up, and to be honest, like, back then I didn't think they had a lot of options. Like, if you get a girl pregnant back then, it was like set in stone pretty much.
Yeah.
He was kind of stuck. He's like, shit, I literally just had my first gay interaction with my best friend for God knows how long.
Mind you, this thick as thieves. This is somebody that you know, he knows you, you know him. Like, it could have been a better match, right?
Yeah, morning after, the girl calls him, I'm pregnant. With twins.
Not twins. I was cheesed. Not him saying, oh, take another test. Oh, you took 3? I was like,
that's almost a funny moment. That sounded almost like it should have been funny.
I was laughing because I was like, shoot, no, my girl said, no, I triple check. I triple checked that. I didn't check it once. I'm calling you because the 4th one is saying yes. What do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to do? We're having a kid, you know? And I rate Cal. I will say I commend him for this because he literally dropped everything and stepped up to the plate, and that was it. You know?
He was a man for it. He did what a man does.
But I think he handled it a little weird because I feel like low-key there was a scene where what was his lover's name?
Derek.
For
some reason I remember that.
Right? Derek gave his future wife cut-eye during the wrestling match. Did you notice that?
I forgot that happened.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Like, our homeboy was like, I was like, what the hell? And she noticed that too.
Where's Derek now?
Derek needs to pull up.
He needs to pull
He
up.
needs to.
Why wasn't he dealing with Derek? I guess because it was like a love thing, you know? Like Derek probably
It was
felt
deep.
heartbroken.
Yeah. He probably was just like, oh, okay, like hopefully they show us what happened to Derek.
Yeah, I feel like realistically they would have been shagging on the side. I think in many cases anyway. But then Derek might have went and dated some other guy or something. So
You know what? This show is full of surprises. Maybe they're gonna come and whip up something where, like, God forbid, Derek, unalives himself for some reason, like because he couldn't take the heartache from him moving on and getting on with this straight life. I feel like the show didn't think it was necessary to show us from Derek's point of view. The whole thing was about Cal, right?
And I think they should have. That's a mistake.
Like a little glimpse that Derek is all on the same page.
Yeah.
I mean, bringing him to the bar already gave me that kind of answer.
I really thought Cal brought him to the bar for some reason. I don't know. We'll have to rewatch it again. Maybe you guys can just cuss us out in the comments.
Okay, so do you want to move on to the next point?
Okay.
So, I'm fucking your ex, okay? Nate Jacobs, I'm fucking him, and you guys were broken up already, alright? So it's not like I'm betraying you, and it's like, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I don't care.
Well, that was illuminating. Like, what the heck? Yeah, no, I definitely remember that part. I would have to say that's the damn near, like, highlight of the whole episode.
Absolutely. That was a very hot moment, and I believed it was actually happening.
I wanted it to happen so badly, but you know what? Maddie would have thumped her like this, like straight on her face, like if she had actually admitted all of that in one breath.
Yeah, Maddie would have killed her. She's dead.
Yeah. I was just like, you know what? And then when Rue's voice was like, and she never said that, I was like, don't piss me off. Don't do it. And like that brings up the other point of like Lexi's play Oklahoma, because in that moment when Cassie had that explosive moment, she was dressed like a character who could potentially be in the play, and not everybody roasted her like, why are you dressed like that?
Yeah. She
dressed like that to grab Nate's attention because it's like she knew what Nate liked and she amplified it. Like she,
Yeah, and we all know we've met a girl that's done this.
Yeah. So sad.
Really just desperate. Like desperation, I think, would be a big character trait for Cassie. I think it's a little cringy to watch at times.
It is. I thought it was very interesting that they were able to have Lexi be the one to expose everybody's business, because I mean, we don't have to like watch the play to really know what the play's about.
Yeah.
Right?
I think we're gonna see the play though.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna show it and it's gonna cause a lot of drama for some reason.
It's gonna unleash
no pun
a lot.
intended.
It's gonna cause drama in the drama.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off that point, I did like what they did with when they filmed that whole Lexi bit.
Yeah.
That was really cool. With the part with Rue and she's like in character but not.
She's out of character in character, if that makes sense. It was a trip, and I loved it. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that too, with Rue, she had that business plan or whatever, the business idea.
Genius plan.
And 2 characters said it was genius.
That woman was a trip.
She is a trip. Yeah, she was like in the weakest voice ever telling you she'll get you fucked up.
If you betray me, Rue, I will find you and I will chop your body up.
She might as well have said that. She might as well have had like a thing in her mouth too, where she's like, she's basically on life support.
Life support.
Like, I ain't got anything to live for, so I will have you fucked up.
You're right.
That's actually more terrifying.
That's
to take it
terrifying.
Someone who's ready to die. Last point I wanted to talk about, and I don't know about if you have anything else, but that whole situation with the crackhead. That word always cracks me up, man. No pun intended again. Yeah, crackhead character. I forget his name, but he's a great guy. I like him. He's a great actor too. But it was kind of heartbreaking to see Rue just like step on his toes to the level that she did.
Yeah.
It's looking like this business plan mixed with her just completely stepping on the toes of someone who's looking out for her.
Yeah.
She's gonna go back down, and being with Elliot,
horrible.
She's gonna go back down this very terrible rabbit hole.
When she had made that comment at the end when they came out of the meeting, that was completely uncalled for. And I felt like as soon as I watched it, I could understand why he was so upset. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he has a history of not having the best relationship with his daughters. And so I think maybe low key he had a connection to Rue, and that was like a spit in his face, pretty much.
Yeah, like you're saying he's failing as a father again.
Yeah.
I think when we watched it, you mentioned that. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was really insightful. I think that it's probably hitting it on the head.
Yeah. I got it. I watch it to nitty gritty.
She watched the movie good.
Right.
A lot of people are not going to get that reference. It's
No.
okay. She doesn't even get it. She's just acting like she does. Undergrads. Anyways, so yeah, that's probably it for plot. But that was probably the most toxic part, I'd say, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad. I hope that does get fixed. So I think now, after a quick intermission, we will get to our ratings. All right, intermission, guys. Get to it. Intermission.
I guess.
Yeah, you remember when they used to do that shit in R&B songs, yo? Like,
Yeah.
It just the bullshit that we were dealing with back then, yo.
I can't even do it.
Whatever you were doing.
Right.
I remember seeing that. So dumb.
All right, guys. Now it's time for our overall ratings. The first one is presentation.
Oh yes, presentation. So I explained it earlier. I'm not gonna explain it again. So yeah, it was nice to see them do a callback to the first season when Rue was doing that sort of narrative presentation.
Yeah, that was really good. I like
Yeah,
that.
the PowerPoints and stuff. I thought that was cool. Hope they do that more and things like that. Not exactly the same thing.
No.
That bit with Lexi was really cool with the play. And just I like how they had characters placed in shots and things like that. They did a really good job with that stuff. So
Yeah.
like placing the spotlight on Elliot in that one scene, and then Jules is in front and Rue's over here like in the background and is doing like this good cop bad cop thing.
Nice angles, yeah.
Yeah, really cool angles. The Cal backstory was shot very well. Lots
Very
of
good.
cool moments like that. I got to give presentation probably a good like 8. I would say 8 because they weren't as flashy as the first season. They
Yeah.
didn't do a lot of eccentric things.
Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna go with 8 as well. Honestly, I think that's a solid grade. You explained it perfectly, and I'm definitely gonna agree with you.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
and also a little note on the presentation too. I like how they showed Cassie slowly losing her mind. Like with each day that she
Oh,
was getting
yeah.
up 4 a.m. to bathe and shave, it was getting more chaotic as the days were going by.
To have a girl doing that for you, man.
You
That's
got her
crazy.
hooked.
Damn. How good is the D, man?
It must be amazing. It must be amazing. Okay, so next up is performances. You know me, I loved Cassie's performance, and I also liked younger Cal's performance. I liked both storylines because it just fully explains, it gave the whole episode the emotion that we needed, the drama, but in a more wholesome aspect.
Again, Cassie stole the show, like for me. She's really doing a very good job with her character. She could have played it a totally different way.
She could have, yeah.
Like the character itself and the writing for that character, if they had another actor do it, could have been more bland.
Oh, for sure.
But I think this actor did a really good job in it, in kind of adding. I feel like in my gut, she's adding something. She's really giving more than is required.
Yes.
So really good job with that. Cal again, yeah, did a great job. And I think we talked about this before, but you liked how they casted some of the other characters that showed up in this episode, like the younger Cal and Derek. I think they did a good job with that. Honestly.
They did a really good job.
They casted very well. And I gotta find out where this kid Ashtray, like where'd they find this kid? Like, he's not bad for a child actor.
Honestly. He can act like he's 30 years old, like triple his age, like for real.
Absolutely, just like that kid 5 in Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, another good example of child actors doing a good job. I feel like this kid probably watched a lot of Boys in the Hood. I was gonna say Boys to Men, Boys in the Hood, and like New Jack City. He's like, yeah, sucker. Like, just over the top gangster.
Embracing the gangster. Yeah.
Shouldn't be watching that shit. He's too young.
No.
So yeah, that's it for performances. I'm gonna give it a 10 this time around. I still sticking with a 10.
Okay.
I see no reason to give it less than the last ones.
You're right, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Performances was on the ball. Let's do a 10 overall. Yeah.
Writing and plot.
Writing and plot. You know what? I keep mentioning Cal throughout this entire whole episode, but just how they wrote him falling in love with his best friend, and the best friend, was able to give him what he wanted, and it just worked out perfectly. In those kind of situations, they always write that one person is liking the other, and it didn't work out, and now the friendship's broken. But it wasn't like that. So it was nice for them to have wrote that. And I think in order to give us a little bit more texture in the episode, I liked how crazy they made Cassie look and come off trying to get Nate's attention, right? I think when writing that and trying to get us to really understand how crazy she was going with the repetitive washing, the repetitive waking up 4 a.m, I feel like they did a really good job trying to show us that. So yeah. Overall for the writing in that case, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Buffing my face.
That's what she was doing, eh?
She's basically doing all that, just fucking the most.
So what's your rating?
It's hard to recover from all that work. So yeah, for me, I think there wasn't a lot of really crazy moments.
Yeah. Which
can sometimes be good and bad. In this case, I think they did a good job in kind of just being bingeable. Like, this episode was very it just went by so fast. It felt really short.
Yeah, we wanted more, and we felt like, damn, that was an hour.
Yeah, it was the longest episode of the 3 so far, and still felt shorter than the other 2. So, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. But I wouldn't say a lot of things really wowed me or anything, but it was very easy to watch. It's very I like the setups that they're doing, and they're twisting the story and tangling it up even further. So I give it a 7.5 probably.
Okay. I think that's a fair grade, honestly.
All right, and we got a bonus rating of toxicity. We got a toxicity rating, right? So I'm gonna hold up this bar and she's gonna tell me from wholesome to toxic where we at with this episode.
I think honestly, it was giving wholesome. It was giving wholesome. It was leaning a little bit more to the wholesome side. Let's just say that. I wouldn't say it was too crazy. Obviously not. There was a lot of emotion, but it was leaning close to the wholesome side.
Yeah. I think we discussed a 3 or a 4 on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a little more wholesome. There was obviously tragic stuff, negative events and things, but it was tragic. It's not toxic.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't messy. It was very clear, the story and everything. So.
And I think there was a lot of people kind of trying to repair or bond together in
this
episode. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? The whole backstory with Cal, that was a bonding thing. The whole thing with Elliot and the 2 girls, he was trying to
connect
be
with
friends.
Them.
He was trying to, So I think pretty good. And even Cassie, the way that she's looking at Nate, it was wholesome. In her mind, I imagine it's very wholesome, very beautiful thing in her mind.
Yeah, you could see that her mind is very warped by trying to get his attention and be with him, right? So.
Yep. That's it for toxicity. Yeah. Let's just get to it. Let's get to that overall rating.
Okay, so overall, I'm going to give it a 9. I think they did a very good job of giving us a different outlook on certain toxic characters in the past and providing us a chance to sympathize with them. So for that, I'm going to give it a 9 because I think every show needs it.
Yeah. I would say this would be an 8 for me as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I think that's it. That's good for our ratings.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for our video. I think that's probably everything we wanted to say. So I just want to say, hey, thanks for watching. You guys have been great. Thanks for being so cool with us. If you got any comments, go ahead and leave them in the section below. You know that thing YouTubers do where they be below here. Make sure you smash and you fucking ring that bell and subscribe in the opposite order of what I said. So you subscribe first and then you ring the bell. And then yeah, man, just stay tuned. We're gonna drop another bomb for you guys soon.
Exactly.
So yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. You guys have been awesome. Stay tuned for when we drop another banging video for you guys. Till next time, peace.
Bye.
Don't just shake your head. Explain why the coffee's so good.
Good taste.
I'm dead. What is that?